What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Alter Realm here, back in the building with another sick and lit edition of Alter Realm. And tonight we will be discussing Pose, Season 2, Episode 5, WWCD. What would Candy do? This is just going to be a quick recap, review, shits and giggles to the episode, so definitely feel free to leave any suggestions, comments, and or anything that I left out from the episode in the comment section below. Also, if you don't mind, giving this video a like would be a great help to the channel. Thank you. So we start the episode off with the news anchor Sue Simmons outside of the local YMCA interviewing people that are in line for a Vogue class, giving us a little bit of history on dance and spilling tea on Madonna's Vogue, asking the dancers that are going to the class why are they so interested in the class and what is bringing them here. And of course, hands down, it's Madonna. Oh my god, who else could it be? Can't be nobody else but her. So we find out that Damon is teaching at a local YMCA and he's teaching Vogue classes, and the classes are actually selling out thanks to his expertise and his know-how in the underground ballroom scene, and also thanks to mainstream media and Madonna. A lot of people are loving Vogue, a lot of people are wanting to learn how to Vogue, and so right now it is very, very big. Damon was even asked and requested that he teach more Vogue classes. So Damon is teaching his class and everything, and he's inspiring the girls. You got Kathy in the front trying to hit the moves, giving him the ones and twos. He actually pulls her up to the front in front of the class to do a small routine with her. And at the end of this scene, we have a scouter who is secretly there spying on Damon, propositioning him for the Madonna Blonde Ambition tour, telling Damon that he should definitely audition, that he has the look, that he has the skill, and that she will bump him up for auditions. So this is a really good look for Damon. I mean, he's teaching his classes, he's got his head on his shoulders, and you know, I think he should go for it, honestly. Meanwhile, Ricky has somehow had the same opportunities as him, and Damon are both kind of expressing the same things to both mothers, Blanca and Electra Wintour. I really don't know what's going on here, but it seems as though there's this automatic aspect of competition put out between Damon and Ricky because of the relationship, one, and now because Ricky has also been scouted and has a chance to audition for the Madonna Blonde Ambition tour. In this next scene, we have Blanca and Damon having some more one-on-one time as they're in the kitchen talking about Ricky. Blanca asks Damon, has he heard from Ricky? Has he been talking to Ricky? And Damon expresses that yes, he has seen Ricky at balls, but Ricky really doesn't speak to him. Ricky's kind of shady. And Blanca's like, you know, I know what it is to be hurt by your first love. And Damon's like, no, dance is my first love, not Ricky. And so I really like this whole aspect coming from Damon, that, you know, he's really focused on dance. He's not focused on relationship. Even though he's a little hurt, he is moving on, surely but slowly. Well, slowly but surely. So as a mother, Blanca is definitely there for Damon. She's definitely in his corner, but she does have respect for Mrs. Helena, as in this scene too, they're talking about the Madonna Blonde Ambition tour, and Blanca thinks it's going to be a great idea to go and talk to Mrs. Helena to get her approval so that he can go on tour or so that he can stay in school. Honestly, you could tell that Damon really doesn't think that this is all a great idea. He's thinking Mrs. Helena is going to say no. But honestly, Damon and Mrs. Helena talk, and we find out that Mrs. Helena also had an opportunity when she was in college to go off and dance publicly. So Mrs. Helena pretty much tells Damon to go chase his dream, to go be seen, because he is now a master of his own craft. But she does hold him to the standard of coming back to finish getting his degree once the tour is over. So even though Miss Helena is not a fan of the pop culture and the music all too much, she does give Damon her blessing. So you guys, I really like how this next scene is set up, as we have Blanca versus Electra versus Damon versus Ricky, as the mothers are kind of battling it out secretly, as Damon and Ricky are the ones actually battling it out. We have both houses getting both house members ready to slay at this Madonna Blonde Ambition audition. as Blanca is getting Damon ready with nurturing, love. Poppy's helping him do push-ups and cutting his hair. And on the other hand here, we have Elektra just throwing money at the house members, pretty much putting it in their hands to get Ricky ready. So we have Dashawn and Tati helping out Ricky with some Vogue dance moves. Elektra leaves it up to the rest of the house members to get Ricky ready to slay for this audition. But Elektra does tell Ricky if he blows it, if he does not get this gig, then don't even bother coming back to the house. And so you can see that this is like, what, bitch? I thought we were like gaining something here. I thought we were developing a relationship, and you just still want to win. You're all about winning. So yeah, Ricky's kind of conflicted with Elektra saying that. And it is audition time as both of the boys, Ricky and Damon, are at the Blonde Ambition audition. They kind of talk to each other in the beginning. I thought that Ricky was being a little phony at first, and he was just like, okay, yeah, sure, hope you win, you're doing really good, you look great. But you could kind of tell there by the end of the episode that maybe he was genuine, and I don't know, I'll leave it up to you guys. But we have the audition. The guys are definitely worried if they're gonna make it, but as Damon discusses with Ricky, we are the only two guys here from the ballroom scene, so we actually may have a chance. So we're in the actual audition, and to me, the boys killed it. Honestly and truly, to me, Ricky did the better job. It flowed more with Ricky. He looked like this was something natural, and you could tell Ricky was definitely having fun. And to you guys, side note, Ricky had already been on tour before, so I thought that this was going to be something that was going to come easily to him anyway. On the other hand, Damon killed it. You know, he's at college. He's avant-garde, Alvantali, bitch. You know, he's dancing and doing his things too. So it's like, you know, this is something that's putting both guys in a really healthy, competitive spot. I thought the girls would be clawing each other's eyes out by now, but they're not. So we kind of have this scenario as to where the guys are like kind of flirting with each other, talking to each other. Ricky definitely really forward in all of his situations, and Damon a little bit more reserved. But the guys are super nervous about getting callbacks, and so we have this scene here where Ricky's waiting around at the house of Wintour and Damon's waiting around at the house of Evangelista, and they both get callbacks. Honestly though, at first I thought they didn't make it, only because they played it off really well with this like, oh yeah, okay, with this kind of like really downed look and kind of like this sigh on the phone. But once they hang the phone up, it's just like, bitch, we made it. And so you have Blanca and Elektra accelerating. Well, Blanca celebrated, but you really didn't have Elektra do anything but give a look. Ricky was definitely more excited as he went over to hug her to show some affection, and you could tell that it kind of like shocked her a little bit. But you know, Elektra is always trying to stay hard and in control. So for me, you guys, this next scene was kind of out of nowhere, but I guess it was needed so that we can know what the hell was going on with Ricky. So in this next scene, we get to see Chris, who is actually Ricky's boyfriend, and they're chilling at the house. Chris wants to mess around and hump before the ball, and Ricky is just like, no bitch, I need my energy. You have no idea what Butch Queen Vogue Femme is like, and the girls are gonna be out there, they're gonna come for me, so I'm gonna need all my energy. And so Chris kind of gets mad at this whole thing. He kind of snaps and tells him that, you know, he's not in control of his life, telling Ricky that he needs to be a man and stand up to Elektra. And Ricky's just like, I know, I'll stand up to Elektra, I'll handle her on my own time, but in the meantime, in between time, you're whack, you're an asshole, and I don't know why I got back with you anyway. He said he don't know why he ever left Damon. He expresses that he doesn't know why he ever broke up with Damon, saying that all Chris was about was negative energy. So that was kind of shocking and surprising to see, but also, what would you expect? We're talking about Ricky here, you know, he's fast, he moves on. So it's just like, wow, Damon still has not found anybody. And in a whole episode later, we see that Ricky has been dating someone named Chris. Damn, it's kind of fucked up that Ricky got to go to the ball right after arguing with his boo. But anyway, we're at the ball, bitch, and Elektra is holding a small meeting in the back as she announces WWCD, bitch. What would Candy do? It is time to take action as the House of Wintour is trying to strategize how Ricky can win this category, bitch. Elektra has come up with a plan, just like Candy will come up with a plan, and they are going to take action by bashing the living dog shit out of Damon's ankle, his foot, and all, bitch. I have absolutely no idea of some of the things that be going through Elektra's head, but bitch, anyway, the house kids kind of stand up to Elektra, telling her no, that is crazy. Ricky can win all on his own. She needs to do it herself, and I love the way that Chubby kind of like stood up and clapped back at Elektra. You can tell that it kind of shocked everybody, but Elektra kind of throws out there an incentive saying that, you know, whoever does this for me will be able to accompany me to Madonna's birthday party. First off, bitch, how do you know you're going? You've secured that already? You're going to be going to Madonna's birthday party? I don't really think she was going to Madonna's birthday party. I don't even think Madonna even knew Elektra, especially with her working at Indochine and everybody else actually having booked and busy careers like Angel. So yeah, I don't really know about that. But maybe, you know, Elektra could know some people with high names in high places. Lots of confusion in this next clip for me, you guys, as we're at a ball and Praytel's on the mic talking about some runway black and white old school cinema. Oh, what? Bitch, now I know for a fact. I can't right now. I cannot. I know for a fact that this was not something that was going down, bitch. No, absolutely not. Runway, black and white, old school cinema. You know what? I just can't. But anyway, we learn in this clip that Lamar snitches on Elektra by telling Blanca, Angel, and Poppy the plan that is supposed to go down about Damon's ankles, feet, and legs just getting destroyed, bitch, with Candy's hammer. So Blanca goes off to find Elektra to confront her, telling her that, bitch, I will kill you if anything happens to my son. If you do anything to my son, I will kill you. And that this moment, this competition, everything that's building up is for everyone, not just her selfish needs and her selfish ways. This is for the community. This is for everybody that is voguing. This is for everybody who didn't have a chance. Now we do, by Madonna putting everybody on the forefront. So Elektra takes a minute, she thinks about it, but she does hand over the hammer. But bitch, you better believe there would have been a crazy scene to see Elektra and or them kids trying to bash Damon's ankles. Cause I mean, there were fight scenes before, so I kind of thought that this maybe still was gonna go down. In this next scene, we're still at the ball, but we're kind of in the back as Poppy is at a bar ordering drinks, and him and Angel are kind of looking back and forth at each other, flirting with each other, as Angel walks up to him, asking him where had he been. We learn that Poppy has been taking extra shifts, and I'm guessing these extra shifts have been helping him to keep his mind off of Angel, as we learn that Angel actually has picked up another Wet n Wow campaign. So, you know, you got Angel flirting back and forth with Poppy telling her that after all the work is done, after everything is over, that they're going to rehash their date and to try to do that whole thing again. And you kind of got Angel just snickering, flirting, and just like walking away, not saying too much. But you can still kind of tell that she's playing games a little bit. And then you have Poppy over here. He's still giving me like, I'm gonna hurt you. So I don't know. We shall see. The category is Butch Queen Vogue Femme. And this is one of my favorite categories. It's actually a category I used to walk. And it's really, really close and dear to my heart. But anyway. Oh, let's go. Oh. Like I said earlier, I thought Ricky did a really, really good job. He just gave more character. He gave more pizzazz. He gave more oomph. He was doing different moves. You could kind of tell Damon had his mind on winning. He was more precise. He looked a little bit more focused. He didn't smile as much. He looked a lot more serious. So my vote would go to Ricky, and it's no shade. In this next scene, the ball is over and everybody's kind of in the background getting their things together and cleaning up as Ricky is at the bar trying to spit game at another dude. And yes, you can clearly see that Ricky is a little drunk and he's a little tipsy. Being drunk and messy is actually what the guy said he was. And you can clearly see that that is what he was doing, actually trying to hook up with somebody else quick and on the fly. Dude, you just broke up with Chris the night of the ball. You secretly still want Damon, and then you're trying to holler at this guy, and it's just like, dude, sober up and get your thoughts together. So Damon actually approaches Ricky, telling Ricky that he was a better dancer on the floor tonight, he was a better voguer, and that he also did really, really good at the auditions, and not to worry about anything because he had the auditions in the bag. Damon was also encouraging Ricky not to drink and to stay focused, as we can clearly see that Ricky has a bit of a drinking problemo. And it's just really, really cute how Ricky is still trying to spit game, but now it's kind of getting annoying, and Damon shuts this down amazingly quick. I was kind of surprised at how fast Damon shut this down, as you have Ricky still trying to spit game and still trying to get with Damon, saying that things were better when they were together, and telling Damon that he broke up with Chris and blah, 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 blah. But Damon really, really shut this down, and I think that this was kind of a way to end things and give closure to their relationship. Honestly, after this scene, I thought this was going to be the end of the episode. So we cut to the next scene, and apparently Damon and Ricky actually had the audition for the Blonde Ambition tour, but sadly neither one of the guys made it. Damon expressing to Ricky that you need to keep your head up and that we can always try this again. There'll be tons of auditions we could go on, and Ricky kind of being negative, saying that he's always talking that Blanca shit. And so it was really kind of funny here, but we do see the guys interacting, so it does kind of leave you with hope that they will still possibly maybe be friends, as they are approached by the same scout. The same lady again was telling them, you know, that they did a really, really good job and that they were owning their moves and that they looked really, really good. But she had information on another audition that they could try out for, and this audition was for a TV show called Solid Gold. And just like that, Ricky and Damon go to the Solid Gold audition. They're sitting at a table with this guy who's going to put them on for a deal, and one of Damon's main demands is that they both get to experience this together. They go as a package deal. And the guy's just like, is that all you wanted? We picked both your asses anyway, so come on, let's get this thing done. Sidebar, actually you guys, I was born in '85, so I never really heard of this show called Solid Gold. I didn't know that this was a show where they kind of like went down the top 10 countdowns of all the good songs at the time, and instead of having like a actual music video, they kind of just had actors and actresses and dancers actually perform to the song. It was a pretty cool idea. I could see the show being big back in the day. And a lot of, you know, great songs were on the list that remind you of, you know, the early 80s, late 80s, early 90s. I guess this whole Solid Gold episode with infusing dance and Vogue into this was just a way to just give us something before they absolutely kill us with this Madonna Vogue craze. I could guarantee you we're leading up to a major episode where she's going to make an appearance, and or there's going to be a major episode where we're going to get to see her at the Blonde Ambition tour, some type of live reenactment, and or they maybe will insert actual clips from the 80s and from the 90s when she was actually on tour into the TV show. So we finally finished the countdown and we make it to the #1 slot, and bitch, you guessed it, sitting at #1 is Madonna's Vogue. And I could get that it was a big thing at the time, but I just thought that there were a lot more things going on in underground ballroom and in music centered around Vogue. So, I don't know. But after the Solid Gold show, we have Ricky and Damon outside talking a little bit. Ricky still trying to spit game, still trying to get back in a relationship with Damon. And Damon's just like, no, I'm not having it. And I really think that Damon has learned his lesson in this whole scene, as Ricky is still trying to be persistent and Damon is just like, nope, here, just friends, and we're going to shake on it, just a handshake. And Ricky's just like, oh my God. But he has to agree to it. He has no choice. If he really loves Damon like he's just professed and like he says he does, and he's changed and telling Damon that he doesn't want anybody else and telling Damon that he's the only one, then he pretty much has no choice but to wait until Damon is ready. He did hurt Damon before all of this. So they shake on it, and the guys are looking like they're going to be friends. It looks like Damon does kind of want to start over with Ricky on a friendship aspect. And so this is how we pretty much end the episode, with the guys kind of starting over with the title of Friends. So this was a pretty cool episode, you guys. This was a great recovery episode from last week's episode when we lost Candy. Oh my lord. I'm still hurt by that. FX, y'all tried it. But yeah, this was a great recovery episode to, you know, lighten things up, to get us involved and engaged in Vogue. Things got a little spicy there between Damon and between Ricky. Well, more like between Electra and between Blanca. You know, the house mothers is always kind of catty with each other. But you guys, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Definitely don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and after you give a thumbs up, definitely subscribe to the channel. And after you subscribe to the channel, you might as well go ahead and hit that bell icon. The bell icon will notify you on when I upload more videos such as this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's your boy. Peace.